And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Empyrion Galactic Survival. Alright, we are ready to lift off from the planet here, and we're going to do just that. Let's see, I'm going to hit P, make sure everything is on. I turned my lights off just because it causes a little bit of lag. So I'm going to do my exterior ramps and my hangar doors off, and that will close those up, get them ready for space travel. And here we go. So the first destination is going to be the moon, and we need to go out there and mine some stuff. I need some more pentaxid. Hopefully we'll be able to find a good amount of that. And I am still playing on 6.7. Alpha 7 has come out, and it dramatically changes the mining process the game has. And I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all of the mining process. Okay, so I'm guessing the moon is literally on the opposite side of the planet from us, so no, we're gonna stay out of the way. Not sure if going up. Yeah, see, that's the planet. There's the moon right there. Alright, coming up. Skim the top of the atmosphere. As soon as we're lined up, I'm going to turn off the auto brake so we can just coast the rest of the way. Alright, like that. And there we go. The planet's gravity does slow us down, so we're gonna have to increase that a little bit. As you can see, the difference in power draw is pretty substantial between, I mean, even at 11%, we've got 200 minutes of power, and then drop that down, we got 3,000 minutes of power. Big difference. So one of the resources on the moon, I believe, if we look at our sector map here, cool moon, has sathium on it and neodymium. That's what we're going to want. A little bit of, okay, a lot of, we're going to want a lot of those. Now, one unfortunate thing is we can't build a furnace on a capital ship. So if we're going to want to use a furnace to process these ores, we're going to have to come back to Akua, and I don't think we're going to do that. I basically moved all of our materials to this station, and as such, it's now our home spawn. I set that home spawn. So if we were to respawn at the clone chamber, we would be doing so on the ship. All right, here we go, going into the moon. So yeah, Alpha 7 has come out, and I kind of wanted to get this game going a little bit more before I have to restart, because we would have to restart. Because it dramatically changes so much. Okay. And the POI's changed, the resource mining has changed. I'm seeing explosions. Oh. Alright. So now we're looking for sathium. We're heading north. I don't want to head north. As you can see, our guns are actually doing some work here. Taking out drones. Cobalt. There's the cobalt deposit. Now we're heading into the night side, which is unfortunate. there's a Sathian deposit dead ahead, and a neodymium right next to one another. I wonder if there's a POI next to them. Do I have night vision? I do. Hey. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit further south. I have guns shooting for reasons. I don't know. There's the neodymium. Let me click back into this mode here. Okay, so we've got deposits of stuff. I want to get to a good spot to land because we have a mining ladybug on the ship. Plus, if we land, we use almost no power. So let's get those exterior ramps and those hangar doors out. There they go. See? Beautiful. I love how the game works like this. Okay, so we want to hit V, F, and make our way to the ladybug. Yeah, my night vision is still on. That will come in handy in a second once I leave the ship. So here's the ladybug. I've upgraded the drills. See, he's got crushed stone. We don't really need crushed stone right now, but I've upgraded the drills, so they're good to go. Oh, I almost jumped right over the ship. Fuel tank is good. So I'm gonna back it away here. Yeah, it's really overly bright, but here we're gonna exit out. There we go. Okay, so here's a big Sathian deposit right in here. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit L again. See. Try to hit this at an angle. Make it a little easier to get out. All right, there's our Sathium. Yay. Let's I want to make sure we can drill all of this stuff. So yeah, the next level, or the next alpha actually dramatically changes it. So rather than the ores appearing like this, they're little like bubbles in the ground. And you gotta hunt them down because they can get quite deep actually. It is not easy mining with this. Get a little deeper and then just sort of swing it around. Get as much of that safety as you can. There we go. There, now we got a nice little field that we can mine in. Of course, that is going to be a problem because that's kind of our way out. So here's one way to do that. Dig your way out like that. Down a little bit more, go around the edge. lots of Sathium. I'm gonna need lots of Sathium if I'm gonna want to build a battleship with combat steel. Need a lot of Sathium for that. For the see, there's a little glitch block right there. Not sure how to get rid of that. Hope that doesn't cause any problems. Just like that, we have drilled a pretty substantial amount of the safety in here. All right. Kind of reached the bottom of it here. Make short work of that little deposit, didn't we? All right, now the way out. Let's gotta dig our way out here. Come on. There we go. Okay. And that Sathium deposit has disappeared. The we cleared it so thoroughly, it is long gone. Okay, so if we come over here, looks like we got a decent neodymium. About the same size as the other one. And this is another one of those ores that we're gonna want lots of. I don't know why I drift with. Look. Why am I drifting with this thing? It's like I hit a wall and the hover system wants to just snuggle right up into it. Like, I don't know why that is, but it's annoying. Okay, let's get over to there. It is. Get ourselves an even flat footing here, trying to get as much stuff as we can. The other thing we're going to want on the moon, we're going to have to go around and find those crystals. It's called pentaxid, and that is the warp fuel. And I don't want to be stuck in a system where we don't have, if we don't have the pentaxid to get out, we would be basically stuck there trying to find it. Now, I have seen it underwater on certain, Akua. There's one or two little guys underneath the water. That's all good. But that would be quite the process to try to find. What if we're on a system that doesn't have any water? That would be unfortunate. So one of the ideas I had with the new update, was basically, start a game with the new update, and then use creative mode tools to sort of build myself back up to where I am now, and then we can tackle some of the changes and updates to it. Let me know what you think of that idea. I don't know if I want to start all over fresh with it, because that would be another, how many episodes of stuff that we've already gone through, and I would hate to do all that work and only get 20 views in a video, because that would be a lot of wasted time for me. Years it gotten really dark outside. Okay, let's get all this stuff cleared out. So neodymium used in some of the advanced recipes. I think it's used for the advanced CPU. I don't know why that you cannot drill this error keeps coming up. I can drill everything in here. I don't know don't know what it's hitting. Unless there's like a weird rock right there. I don't know. The other thing I could do, because there's a lot of recipe changes in .7, and the ship, the capital ship I just built, actually uses now some of the advanced alloys that I don't have access to right away, and that's a kind of a problem. Okay, we're gonna try. Why am I constantly going over to the sides like that? Okay, let's see if we can. Whee! Alright, so let's head back. Home sweet home. Let's park this guy basically right in here. Should connect. Turn them off. There we go. Now we have some more ores. Look at all the glorious ores. Sathium. And then neodymium. We have a lot of crushed stone. It's to be expected. And we could use that to make concrete, to make a base maybe somewhere else. Okay, so all this raw ore. I want like 500 of those, 500 of those. And that will actually, I mean, we get 10 a piece from that. So 500 times 10, that's 5,000 bars. And I think, yeah, I think we'll be able to get that no problem. Because if we look at our Sathium, 219 is all we've got. So 5,000 more, that's going to put us pretty high up there. And then neodymium, we only have 10 left over. So that's going to be nice. And then these are the last two. The Arestrum and the Zaxcosium. Those two are much harder to get. Those are way out there. So we're going to want a little bit of luck with that. And the auto miner cores, those will be able to give us these auto miners. And you know, depending on the size of the vein you put them on, you could get more or less ore from those. So the next thing I would like to do is find some fields. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go look at pentaxid in between episodes. But I want this ship. We're gonna take this thing. We're going to put it in orbit above the moon. Because we've already mined what we came to mine. Now I need that pentaxid. And I can run around on my little jumper ship to find that. So I can land my jumper, cruise around with my motorcycle, and pick up the pentaxid. So one cool thing about the new update is that's actually an ore that you can mine. It's in small deposits, but you know, you can find it, and you can get like 80 or 90 or 100 in one shot. Okay, so there's the moon. I want to retract the exterior ramps because we don't need those. So hangar doors, that should be open, but whatever. Let's do VF. Okay, I need some food. And you got to keep an eye on your oxygen. That is a must in this game, especially when you're in space. Okay, so here's the jumper. She's all fueled up. ready to go. She's got some oxygen. I could stand to put a little bit more O2 in her. There we go. So, we've got some large med kits ready to use. I've got some small ones on me. I got a couple small backup O2 bottles just in case. You know, and one of the things I want to do, I'm going to get rid of the pistol. I rarely ever use this thing anymore. So we're going to keep everything else. And we're going to take the pistol with, or we'll leave the pistol in the ship. So we've got a little bit of ore in here, so I think I'm ready. Fly this right out. And now we can head back to the moon and be a little bit more agile and a little bit more well defended, because now I've got ammo. So let's reload this. Alright, so we are well on our way. So I'm going to do a little bit of pentaxid scouting and picking. And we'll come back next episode and do our first warp jump to a new system. So yeah, good times will be had. But that'll have to do it for this episode. Don't forget that like button, and I will see you next time.